Welcome to the Smart Podcast, where healthcare meets hustle. Each week, we bring you inspiring stories from nurses who've turned their clinical expertise into thriving businesses, innovative startups, and impactful ventures. Our guests share insights, challenges, and triumphs of merging compassion with commerce. Whether you're looking to elevate your nursing career or embark on an entrepreneurial journey, the Smart Podcast is your go-to resource for motivation and actionable advice.
Hello, and welcome to our special episode of our Smart Podcast, where we share inspiring stories about the healthcare frontliners in Zambia. I'm your host today, Tendai Mumba, and I'm joined by somebody who was recognized by the health fraternity of being one of the greatest volunteers who volunteered for 4 years. Her name is Rita. Her dedication and resilience has aided her recognition on the Zambian health industry. And today, we're going to listen to her own voice how her journey has been. Hi, Rita, and congratulations once more for being recognized as one of the most hardworking volunteers.
Thank you so much.
So, Rita, in your own words, tell us what inspired you to become a nurse and what made you choose to volunteer in Eastern Province?
All right. So my nursing journey started in 2019 when I went to Defense School of Health Sciences. 2021 I completed. So after completing, I'm not a Lusaka resident. I'm an Easterner, so I went back to Eastern Province, Nyumba to be specific. And then from there, when waiting for graduation in 2022, my mom was like, okay, you should start volunteering. And I was like, that's not my thing. I'm just waiting for the government to deploy me. So mom was like, you won't get deployed just like that. You have to start from somewhere. So I told mom that I'll think about it. So mom was like, okay, when you're ready, you let me know. I stayed home, I think, for a month or two. One day I just woke up, then I was like, okay, mommy, I'm ready to do all the voluntary stuff. So mom was like, okay, if you are ready, let's do this. You write a letter and then you take by the district officers. I wrote a letter, I took it that side, and lucky enough, I had to find the HR that side. And then he was like, are you ready to start volunteering even tomorrow? So looking at where I'm coming from, my mom was like, either you like it or not, you just have to start. Then I was like, okay, no problem. Even tomorrow I can start. So the human resource was like, okay, we'll give you tomorrow. And then after tomorrow, you should come. Since tomorrow will be just preparing. I did what he said. The day after tomorrow, I went back. He welcomed me and then he told me I should choose. Since we have two big hospitals that side, we have Nyumba Urban Clinic and Nyumba District Hospital. And my home is near Nyumba Urban Clinic. So my HR was like, okay, you should choose between these two hospitals. Where will you be? So looking at what I was taught at school, I'm more cognizant on the word, not with these other things. So he went like, okay, if it's like that, then we have to take you to Nyumba District Hospital, which is far from home. So I was like, that's very far from home. I can't be managing every day in the morning, like to be working 2 hours plus minutes. So better I'll just join Nyumba Urban Clinic. So he was like, okay, well, good. But what you should put in mind is we don't have wards. We only have departments. We have emergency department, we have MCH, postnatal, and antenatal. So it's like, okay, I'll see where I can fit. Just take me. That's how we went. I was welcomed by the in charge of the facility. And then it was like, okay, it's good to have people who are willing to volunteer minus being pushed. So I think by MCH you have a bit of shortage. So it would be okay if we can fish you in there. So like, okay, no problem. MCH just deals with the antenatals, immunizations, family planning. I was very convinced exactly that. I went like, okay, if that's it about MCH, then we're on good. I'll go. That's how I started volunteering by MCH. By that time, I only found one nurse, the in charge. The rest they were at school.
Okay, but interesting. So, I've asked you one question, which I think I'm not good in the answer, which I said, what inspired you to become a nurse?
What really inspired me to become a nurse was my late auntie together with my mom. I'll start with my late aunt. Me growing up, I didn't grow up with mom. I grew up with my late auntie. So my late auntie really wanted to be a nurse, but unfortunately, because of some resources, some support, she didn't do that. And she was staying in Nyumba, and then she was involved in the home-based care organization.
Okay.
Yeah. So that organization will look after old people, people who are sick. They used to visit them in their places, various places. And then, since I was the youngest at home, she used to carry me along. So I got that interest looking at how she used to perform everything to the sick and the odd. So one day when we went home, she went like, okay, since I only have two girls here, which are young, you and your cousin, one of you should become a nurse, and that wish, one of you should fulfill it. So like, okay, looking at me tagging along with you wherever you go when you go to care with for these people, I think I can try, though it's not a thing that I really want to do.
You have been volunteering for 4 years and looking at limited resources. How has it been for you?
It's just something which is in me, whereby I love what I do. So there's no need of going like, okay, even if I don't get anything at the end of the month, but I've managed to pursue what I want.
Okay, that's really good. It's good that it's what you want to do and you have passion for it.
Yeah.
So, you deal with a lot of this emotional. Sometimes you go through you. Sometimes the work can be emotional and sometimes physically demanding. So, how do you deal with that?
Looking at my situation and where I'm working from, I can say um it's my work is so demanding because I'm a volunteer. Definitely they'll give me space like, okay, you've done this, it's enough, you can rest, we can do the rest. Volunteering, it doesn't mean like when I go for work I start volunteering. I should, I get involved in everything. Of course I'll go like, okay, this part isn't for me. Anything can happen. What am I going to say?
Could you tell us one or two memorable experiences that you've encountered while volunteering that might have changed your perception about nursing?
So I remember when I was working at MCH, since we also have an adolescent-friendly space by Youth Urban Clinic. By that time, there was no one to work from the adolescent-friendly space. And looking at the population, Nyumba is growing. So my in-charge was like, okay, since we have no one working from that side, and looking at what I've taught and your experience, I think I can make you my personal in charge for adolescent. I was so excited because I know everything. Adolescent and MCH, there's no much difference. So I went there, I worked. The first day I was working under observation, they observed me. The following week, they went like, okay, she can do it. From that time, I think I gained a lot of confidence whereby if this is what nursing is all about, I can do it minus any supervision, any confusion, no trouble. I can do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, how has it been working with adolescents?
Okay, it's adolescents are very difficult people because you deal with people who are under 18, and then you want them to just open up to you about what they are feeling. It's so hard. So working with them and looking at my age and everything, I think we have the same mentality whereby, okay, if I approach this person in this way, she would definitely give me this answer. If I approach this person in this way, so for you to deal with adolescents, you just have to lower yourself to their level.
To their level, because these people, that's when they're growing and they're very active at a particular point.
Very.
So, the moment you're going to speak to them as an adult, I don't think you're going to be able to have a very good conversation with them.
Yeah, where you just have to be at the same level whereby you speak like you're just among their group. Put your nursing thing away from it. Yeah.
So, looking at how rural areas are, you find that there's shortage of manpower, long working hours, lack of supplies. So, what have been some of the challenges that you face while working in the rural area there at Nima Urban? And how have you been able to manage through them?
Okay, looking at supplies. We've never run out of anything, let me say so. everything is always available. But the most challenging thing that's there, it's a shortage of manpower. Because I can recall when I was at MCH, where just me and the in charge, and then looking at the population, it's a very big population, but there's nothing you can do. It's just work. Since it's into me, there's nothing I can do. It's just work. That's it.
Okay, that's really good. I'm inspired that they do it wholeheartedly and so passionate about it. Because there are times that you feel like I don't get paid. Why am I supposed to be here? Exactly. Anyway, we heard that you are one of the strongest nurses that Nimba Urban has as a volunteer there.
Yeah.
And so I want to find out from you in your own words. What would the deployments mean to you personally as an individual and professional?
Okay, as an individual, deployment can mean so much to me. Because at least I can say, okay, when the government give me this job, I can be able to support myself in terms of my needs together with my family. And then professionally, it doesn't mean when I'm deployed, I can now be relaxed. I need to work hard for my country, work hard for my people.
I love the part saying, work hard for my country and work hard for my people. You've taken this nursing profession like to heart where I have to call people like my people, exactly. Just like the way in the Bible it was said, my people go in the world, and you put it
Yeah, my people, because I'm the one who provide healthcare services to them. So definitely they are mine.
Okay, that's really good. So how has the community of Eastern Province responded to your hard work over the 4 years you have been volunteering there?
Okay. At first, let me say, at first when I started volunteering, people were not that open to me because I'm a Nyamba resident. And when you look at some services like ART, people was very confidential with it.
Yeah.
So it was so hard for them when they come in a room and then they find me screening. They go like, we know her. What if she discloses my status to anyone? But I would assure them nursing is all about confidentiality.
Yes.
Yeah. So as time went on, people became free with me, and they appreciate my services. Whereby right now I'm not working from NCH, I'm working from emergency, but people still call me, oh, can you do this for me from MCH? Can you do this for me from MCH? It doesn't mean that those guys who are working from MCH, they're not working, but they're just comfortable with me. Yeah, so I really appreciate for their love and support they're showing me.
Okay, has there been a point where you felt really appreciated and supported by Nimba residents, like the resident, your people?
Yeah, cause there was one point I wasn't working. It was my day off at work, but I still received phone calls from my in charge telling me that there are people looking for you here for you to insert majadeos vakanati vafuna iwe, cause these guys who are working from here, they are not familiar with them.
Naona munga wakauza kambati bananiletera kwa chimkuu.
In fact, stay me a mango when some boys that money in the mango. Was I even received the chicken one day when I was on my way back home? I didn't know this lady. And then she just came to me like, my sister mulibwani. And I'm like, buno mulibwani. So like, kumbuka ina maona wantu ambili hospital singa kumbuke. Then she went like, nzini, mkumbuka ijadea tinamkumanya parodi maramezo wala mnanpekeza cleaning. Then I was like, oh, I remember. Mnagwina nshito, nina papa, nina baby girl. And so that person she was carrying 2 chickens. She had to give me 1 village chicken. I'm like, oh, thank you, I really appreciate.
I think I want to come to Nimba.
You find us.
I want to come to Nimba to join you, girl.
No problem, you find us.
So Rita, now that you volunteered for 4 years, what message do you have for youngness out there, or somebody who's staying home and not yet deployed, who are unemployed and voluntary fatigued? What message do you have for them?
Okay, first of all, I would say volunteering is not an easy thing. As I said, at first, whereby you have to wake up early in the morning, you go for work, you come back minus anything. So I would encourage my fellow volunteers out there, please let's continue volunteering. Those who are at home, find something to do. Go at the clinic, start volunteering. You don't know. God has blessed me today. Maybe tomorrow you're the next person who will be blessed beyond what I have right now. So I would encourage those guys to continue. When your time is right, the Almighty will make it right anytime. Definitely you get what you want. Because when your time is right, even the basket is able to hold water for you. So let's not stop from there. Let's continue.
I guess everyone has heard Rita's advice. Let's continue to volunteer. When your time is right, even a basket can hold water. Lastly, I would want to find out why do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Okay. Right now, I can't be sure where I'm seeing myself in the where I'll see myself in the next 5 years. But definitely, I won't be here as Rita, the diploma holder. Definitely, I want to upgrade, go to school, and do other stuff. So yeah.
And what are your hopes for the future of nursing in Zambia?
Okay, my hopes is people are saying Zambian nurses are doing this, Zambian nurses are shunting away from what nursing really is. But I think if we can work together as nurses in Zambia, we can put our country on the map when it comes to the health sector. So all I'm hoping from us nurses out here is let's work together. Let's just do what's right for our nation, and let's treat every patient equal. Because I know what's happening out there. It's something else. You find someone comes from anywhere, come to the facility with their own understanding about nursing, and then you give them the proper advice. They'll go home, be posting anything on social media, saying whatever they have come across at the health sector. So I would hope for us nurses to work good with patients. Let's not abuse them. Though I've never seen any nurse abusing anyone, but that's what people post on social media. So let's avoid what's trending on social media and do our work.
All right. And that brings us to the end of today's special episode. Thank you very much, Rita, and thank you for sharing your journey and the challenge that you'll be facing in the nursing fraternity, voice and volunteering.
Thank you so much.